Connor Gray, athlete sport baseball. He has chosen Belmont University. He is joined this afternoon by his parents and CHS baseball coach Ian Sanders. Connor plans on majoring in finance at Belmont University.
I think first I want to say congratulations to everybody up here. It's such an awesome accomplishment. I feel like I'd miss an opportunity if I didn't say congrats to you. Really cool thing to be celebrated. Chris Williamson specifically, I'm not sure where you're at, but you've become a real loyal supporter of me in Centennial, so shout out to you on a cool day. Man, thank you for letting me talk on your behalf. It really does mean a lot. I hope it's okay that I don't spend a bunch of my time talking about your skill or your changeup or accomplishments, because they're many and they're real and they matter. But you have invested and provided so many things and benefits to our program. Can't be quantified. I want to go there. I want to go there because it will celebrate you as a man, as a young man, and hopefully inspire some of these guys to dream and work, and then dream some more and work some more the way you do. Connor, success isn't by accident, and it is 100% your intentionality that has grown. Okay? It's the best part of you, in my opinion. It's the best part of you. Ever since I've met you in the fall of 9th grade, this specific day has been, and here it is, 3 years later, so congrats and soak it in. But almost to the point of being stubborn, you've been intentional about how you work and who you work, and who you trust, and who you listen to, and what you listen to, and the level of effort you accept for yourself, meaning you don't get comfortable and miss an opportunity to improve. I mean that as a giant compliment, man. All of that as a compliment. You were able to be that consistent and that intentional, I think, because of the dream that you had. But what many won't know is that this wasn't a perfect path. Right? I don't think this would have been the path that you set for yourself a few years ago. There have been setbacks and things of that nature, but you're here because of your commitment to improvement. Your sacrifice, your patience, your willingness to pour into others, those guys right up there along the way. Your willingness to respond to adversity over and over again, this year included. Your willingness to reflect and take responsibility for your situation, to blame others less, to take more ownership, so that your best self can come forward. That's grown man stuff, dude. That's grown man stuff that adults in this room tell you it, but I'm so proud of you. So proud of you, so grateful to be a part of it. You deserve what you're going through right now in terms of the joy and the hope for what is next. You told me in January when we met about this season that you wanted to leave it better than you found it. That became your mission once you knew that you had a season left and this opportunity was on the table. You have, I'm grateful for doing it. And now you can go share a baseball program with your brother because congrats to all of you guys. And the truth is always be here to continue on.
Thank you.
Go ahead and sign it. Yes.
That's what we do. Yeah, of course, guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if any friends or family would like to come up to join Connor for a quick picture, please join him now.
Yeah, come on.
I would go ahead and sign.
Not yet.
That's what we call All right, squeeze in, scoot on.
It's gonna be tough.
I know, Vapor, man.
Oh, no. Okay. Happy home. I got you. I didn't say oh my God, no. Okay. Golly.
One more.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Okay. So do I sign it now?
Okay, sign it. Sign it.
We sign it. We sign it.
Nice work. Connor Gray, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we done?
Next up, Shelby Colton. Shelby is a swimmer, plans to attend the University of North Florida to be studying kinesiology. Her speaker for this afternoon is her swimming coach, Coach Barr.
Brevity is a gift.
I think this is the biggest crowd I've ever talked to in my entire life, so it's pretty incredible. In about 30 minutes, Shelby's teammates will be diving in the water to practice. She's not going to be there, but she practiced at 6:15 this morning. She said, Coach Barr, I can't be at practice tomorrow. Could you please write me a workout? I'll go to the ISC. I'll swim at 6:15, and that's what she did. 2 days ago, she was in the pool, 5:15 in the morning. It's a hike to get where we are, so we're up in Bellevue in Nashville. That level of commitment, I think all of these folks up here probably have the same exact kind of commitment. You don't get to go on into college sports unless it means enough to you to give up a lot of the other things other people take for granted. I've known Shelby for 10 years. I believe it's that long. 10 years, a decade. And through that time, she's grown as a young lady. She's an exceptional leader on her team. She works incredibly hard. As a student, I know she's an exceptional student in the classroom. She's going on to UNF, the Ospreys in North Florida, which makes me a little jealous because they're outside. Swimmers in Tennessee tend to not be as tan as everybody else, so Shelby will be working on that. But, one other thing, swimming's kind of a funny sport. There's a lot of club swimming here in Middle Tennessee. When you swim for your school, and you get to represent your school, and you go on the Centennial cap, you step up to the state championship, it just means something else. And it means the world. And so a lot of you guys don't get to see what these kids do when they're representing you. Shelby does it with more pride, more enthusiasm, more commitment than just about anybody I know. So I'm incredibly proud of her, very thankful to know her and her family so well. And I can't wait to see what she does in UNF when I go back to visit Jacksonville, where I lived for about 20 years. I'll be excited to visit campus and check her out. So congratulations, Shelby. Very proud of you.
All right, any friends or family that'd like to come up to grab a picture with Shelby, please do so now.
Yes, you should.
Is Gavin coming to our picture?
No, he's not.
All right, look at the camera, smile, always look at the camera.
Right here. Oh my gosh, hi Amelia. Oh, hi. How'd you get here? I was on the side. We're good? Alright. Should we go now? Yes, you should. Please do. Oh, alright.
All right, everybody, let's put your hands together for Shelby. Next up, we have Gavin Fu. challenging sport is also swimming. Now he plans on attending Emory University and studying engineering sciences. Gavin's speaker today is Excel Aquatics head coach Stephen Murray.
Hey everybody, congratulations to all the athletes here in signing to the college. It's an amazing opportunity to become a student athlete, and all the hard work paying off is impressive to see everyone here what you're doing. When Gavin came to us, he was a very driven athlete, a lot of hard work and dedication to the sport already. And what I really noticed was how well he communicated with the coaches and being an active member of problem solving, different stroke mechanics, and trying to continue to improve himself. And so when we started seeing the results of him, being a consistent top 10 finalist at state, becoming a Scholastic All-American, achieving winter juniors, which is out of over 500,000 athletes in swimming in the U.S., only about 1% of the athletes achieve that level. So being in winter juniors is a huge accomplishment. So we started seeing those results come in. Obviously, colleges started getting interested. We started getting calls about him and asking how he trains and what he does. The big question we always get from college coaches is, how are they as a teammate? How are they impacting the dynamic of the team and the people around them? And Gavin made that question very easy and simple to answer. He's phenomenal in that aspect. He's always asking questions, how can he improve? Hey, coach, can we watch this? And giving feedback on what he feels and being an active member of the staff trying to improve his results. And not only does that affect him, it made us better coaches to impact the rest of the athletes and his teammates. And so when we got to a solution that worked for him, he would immediately start talking to his teammates and not just his peers that are in high school, but he would go to 11, 12, so telling our athletes, and he's paired with it in our mentor program, and start working with them to inspire them. So not only was he just impacting himself with self-improvement, he had a desire and passion to improve his teammates around him. So that was a really unique quality that we really value this year in his time to excel. Something we're going to definitely miss, and it definitely helped in that recruiting process. That is the number one thing college coaches want, is that athletes are going to have a positive impact in their culture, not just performance-wise, but that team dynamic. So, Gavin, really appreciate everything you've done with the team. It's been a phenomenal ride. You've made us better as a team, as a staff. You've made everyone around better. We're proud of you. Can't wait to see what you do next year at Emory. We cannot be more thrilled for what's coming in the future. So, congratulations to you.
All right, any friends or family that'd like to get in a photo op with Gavin, now is the time.
Yes, Gavin.
Let's give it up for Gavin, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, Larkin Johnson. Cross country and track, Classic Plains, have attended Mississippi State and doing a football. Larkin will be running cross country and track and field for Mississippi State University and studying kinesiology. First speakers this afternoon are Coach Liz McClatchy and Coach Sam Ridley.
Did you choose this song? Yeah. Okay, just wondered. Okay, we were wondering over there, did the students choose a song? All right. Guys, I have one statement to make about Larkin, and I have one of my favorite memories. Larkin Johnson, you are one of the greatest female athletes that Centennial High School's ever had. Larkin holds the record at our school in the 800, the 1600, the 3200, the 4x8, and the 5K. we were in the background going, Larkin, you're in the 4x4. And literally she moved from the interview to the 4x4 line and crushed a race. So this woman is an amazing athlete, and you will see her in the future on TV and maybe post-collegiate. I don't know.
I'm Coach Ridley, many of you know me. I was Larkin's track coach as a freshman. Before I get to her, let me say congratulations to all the signees, especially my football boys. I was their freshman coach. This is my last freshman class from when I was here. So I'm super proud of them. We had some good times. Hopefully, and you guys. But Larkin as a freshman, I just remember her, not necessarily for her talent on the track, which with that team, she was very good, but just her personality as a human being. We were very close. We stayed close even when I left. And the one thing I said to her and the team earlier this week was they had made me not only a better coach, but I'm a much better man for having coached her, having her in my life. And I wish her good luck. And I will look forward to seeing you when you come to Mandy for the indoor meet with Gabrielle. And super proud of her.
All right, if there's any friends or family that want to grab a photo out here with Larkin, please come up now.
Holy cow. Tiny to friend. Whatever the joke is,
How many women
Next up, we have Cassie Fusselman. Cassie's sport is soccer. Cassie will be attending the College of Charleston, which will be in the Honors College at the College of Charleston, studying business and free law. Cassie's speaker this afternoon is Coach Eric Ralston.
yeah.
For TSC Centennial Travel Soccer Coach.
I wanted to thank Cassie for asking me to speak on her behalf. And I want to congratulate Cassie on her commitment to play Division I soccer at the College of Charleston. That's a huge feat. Extremely proud of you. All the work that you've put in for the last couple of years, glad that paid off. You found a place to go that's home for you, and you'll enjoy it for the next 4 years. She's had an incredible career here at Centennial, and just want to highlight some of her accomplishments. She's a 4-year player on varsity, 3 years as the captain. She's ranked in the top 11 in Division 10 AAA, which is our district here in Winter County, for assists. She's 18 goals and 27 assists over her 4-year career, 3-time Player of the Year, and 3-time All-District. If you guys that are athletes here in this county know how difficult this county is, and to have those kinds of stats, especially as a midfield player, is pretty incredible. So, you should be really proud of yourself. I've had the opportunity to coach Cassie the last 2 years. on our ACL team, and she played a huge role in our qualifications last summer to play in the ACL national playoffs in San Diego. The one thing about Cassie that stood out the most to me over the last few years is one was her commitment to her teammates, her commitment to every day working hard, and that's not something that as an athlete people should take lightly, and that's something that I'm really it's something that I'm really proud of because she didn't have to do that. She had the ability to go for it and score goals and all that, but her willingness to be able to run and do all the extra work is something that's great that again she should be proud of. The one thing that she said to me the other day was, "Hey, did you write down anything to speak about?" I was like, "No, I'm just gonna wing it." And she's like, "Well, just don't embarrass me." So when I first got here, the first thing she asked me was, "Did you write anything down?" So what I did, I just showed her. I said, "I actually took notes for you." So again, I just want to congratulate you on your commitment to the College Charleston, and I can't wait to see how you blossom there.
Signed already. All right.
I think they can.
All right, any friends or family that'd like to come snap a photo with Cassie, please make your way over there.
Hey, congratulations! I gotta take off.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
I'll see you at practice.
Thank you. You have to. Yeah, you're coming. I know. Yes, Andrew's coming. Alright. Here we go.
Damn, what are you doing? Congrats, Cassie.
Yes, you from everybody. Next up, we have Matt Martin. Matt Martin scores basketball. Matt will be attending Rebecca Nazarene University, where he'll be majoring in business administration. Matt's speakers this afternoon will be Coach Starkey and Braxton Rollins, his trainer.
There are a million reasons why this young man, Matthew Barton, gets to sit at this table this afternoon. He's disciplined, he's tough, he's committed, his character is unbelievable. All the things that we teach and preach as coaches, this young man lives up to it to the fullest extent. There's two things that stand out that I'll never forget about Matt. Number one, I don't think I've ever had a player step up and fulfill a role more so than Matt has ever done. I watched Matt on film last year, and I knew this kid was special. I knew he was capable of so much more. And I knew in order for us to be successful and play well, this young man had to step up, and he did that to the fullest extent. So yeah, show some love for Matt for that. The second thing that stands out that I'll never forget about Matt is he took responsibility for the wins and the losses. We were successful at large because of the amount of work that Matthew put into the game. So when we were in the win column, it was largely a part of what he was capable of doing. But secondly, he took responsibility for the losses. Many times after games, even in tears sometimes, he would come to me and say, "Coach, it's on me, I gotta do better, I gotta step up." I'll never forget, he missed some crucial free throws after a game, and he stayed up here, I don't even know until what time, but late in the night, shooting free throws. And that's a rare thing that you can see. So taking that responsibility for wins and losses is something I'll never forget about Matthew. Matthew, you're the man. Thank you for your commitment to Centennial basketball.
All right, I am Braxton got to be match trainer for the past 5 to 6 years. When I first met this kid, he was trash at basketball. He might be quite literally one of the worst basketball players I've ever seen. After his first workout with me, he told me later that he was going to quit and never come back to training with me. But one of my favorite things about Matt, one thing that I'll teach my son and sons that God allows me to have, is that this man did not quit and he just kept working. He just kept showing up year after year. His story, his journey has been anything but perfect. Like one of the craziest stories, ups and downs, highs and lows. This man didn't really get to play his freshman year, his sophomore year at Franklin. Coaches didn't see potential. He comes to me, asks me if I think he should transfer to Centennial. I say absolutely. He transfers over, doesn't have the junior year that he wants to have, that he knows he's capable of having, but he just kept staying with his work. He kept trusting in God's plan that he had for him. I watched his faith grow and grow and grow. His dependence on Jesus, which is one of the things I'm most proud of, into where he is now as a college basketball player. I remember when he told me he wanted to play college basketball, I was like, buddy, we got a lot of work to do. A lot. But here he is. And just to watch the man that he is, I'm proud to call him my little brother. I'm proud that I've got to be a part of his journey. It's been awesome. So just thank you, brother. I'm proud of you. Congrats.
All right, friends and family that want to get a picture of Matt Martin, now's the time to step up. Next up, we have William Anderson. William scored soccer. William plans on attending Spalding University, where he will major in business. Speakers today from William are Coach C and Coach Adam Harris, his club coach. William Anderson, everybody.
Coach Adams says I got to go first because we said the best for last, so I'll take it. There's a million things I could say about Will. I first saw Will play last season, actually, before we ever officially met. And he scored a worthy goal against Nelsville in a big win. And the first thing I noticed about him wasn't his technical ability, it wasn't anything that had to do with him on the field, but it was how he celebrated. He ran right to his teammates and the guy that played in the assist. And I think that showed everything I needed to see out of a character and a player. And coming here in my first year at Centennial, getting to meet Will, getting to know him, seeing how he showed up to our off-season workouts, it was everything that I saw in that one celebration. It was leadership. It was arriving 30 minutes early and leaving 30 minutes late. It was taking a role to show the freshmen and the new players in the program the ropes that he was really behind. And it was extremely special. I'm really thankful that he has given me this platform to speak on his behalf. And the one thing that I believe about Will is, and believe about all sports, is if you respect the game and dedicate the need to go and put in the work, the game will respect you back. And I think that is one thing that Will has shown day in and day out. And all these athletes up here have shown is that they've respected their game and they've been able to get to where they are because of the time they put in. And it was no easy path. But Will, I'm proud of you for the legacy you're leaving behind you.
just going to reiterate what Coach was saying. I coached Will for 3.5 years since he was a little kiddo, when he was 14. Just for context, he won 4 state championships. He won 2 USYS National League championships. He had 1 regional runner-up and 1 regional championship on the club side. So he played for one of the best clubs ever in the state of Tennessee. And the biggest thing that I remember about Will is, and this is, I hope the coaches appreciate this young man never complained. Never one time in all the years that I coached him did I ever see a body language change, a question about a decision, anything. If it was, he got 10 minutes, great coach. If he got 90 minutes, great coach. He never one time complained. And all he did was go out, practice, train, and work exceptionally hard. Every time I saw him, it's unbelievable. And when I look back at all the kids that came through that team and all the kids I've coached, there's no surprise about why he's going to play college soccer. So outside of Liverpool, we still got to work out his affinity for Liverpool. I'm a United fan. Soccer people will get that reference. He's an amazing young man, and I guess the final thing I can say about him is he's an unbelievable soccer player, but his best soccer is in front of him. So remember that name because he's going to be phenomenal in college. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, friends and family of William that'd like to get a photo op, come on down.
Yeah, I scoot in the chair. Yay!
You're supposed to be like on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you squatting too? Okay. Oh. Perfect. Oh, nice to meet you.
Thank you guys.
All right, William Anderson, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, see you, Coach. Thank you for coming out.
Up next, we have Presley Bernard. Presley's sport is tennis. Presley will be attending Johnson University, where she will double major. One is in religious studies. Her speaker this afternoon is Coach Keely McGrath.
Hello? Okay, I am Coach Keely McGrath, and I have had the pleasure of coaching Presley Bernard for the last 4 years, and it has been so much fun. Sorry. Okay. They say it takes 10,000 hours to master a craft, and if you've ever looked at Presley's calendar, you know that she's been chasing that mark every single day. Most college athletes start at age 5 or 6, but you dove in your freshman year and have been taking summers off, working between Sewanee and Nike tennis camps. Sorry, you weren't taking summers off. You were working between Sewanee and Nike tennis camps, picking up awards and outplaying your competition. She turned tennis into a full-time job, whether competing at Maryland Farms or Belmont or Innsworth 316 there were matches to be played or clinics running, Presley was there. What stands out isn't just her talent, it's her sheer volume of work and dedication. Presley has the grit to play the hours until the job is done. We'd finish our 2-hour practice, and then she would hop in the car, head on to Enforth for 2 more hours of lessons. On weekends, she was grinding through 4-hour clinics and competing in every tournament available in Tennessee. Presley, you are the social butterfly on our team. Thank you for keeping us smiling. You've brought joy and thoughtfulness, not just to the Centennial team, but to the coaches, opponents, and parents across the district. But as your coach, what I admire and respect most is your willingness to do the work, your determination to keep getting better, and your absolute commitment to this team in every match that you play. Presley, you have won numerous awards, but this right here is the icing on the cake. And while we are so proud of you, we have to recognize the 2 people who were there every mile, and that is Erica and Doug. You have been the driving force to help make this happen. You have driven Presley to every clinic, every tournament, paid for every lesson, and stood by her through the fabulous wins and the learning lessons and losses. I know y'all are tickled pink and so proud of everything that she has accomplished, but you 2 also deserve so much credit for this success. So on that note, congratulations, Presley, on this special achievement and signing on to play for Johnson University. To Coach Seth Hale and the coaching staff at Johnson, you're getting a good one. Enjoy her as much as we have enjoyed her, and we will surely miss you, and I love you.
Friends and family of Presley that'd love to get a photo op, come on down now.
Bobby, come here. Bobby, come here. Come here. It's okay, it's okay. Hey, pull your shoes. Forget your shoes.
Bobby, let's go to the picture. We're taking a picture.
Look, I'm gonna tickle you. I'm gonna tickle you. Smile. Bobby, I got your shoes. Don't worry.
Look at it.
I got your shoes. Look, look.
Cheese. Bobby, cheese.
Auburn.
I'm gonna get you.
Presley Bernard, Cougar Nation. Next up, Miles Ducey. Miles is sporting cheer. Miles will be attending Western Kentucky University, where he will be studying exercise science. Miles' teacher this afternoon is coach Pam Pearson.
To all the signees, enjoy this moment. You've earned it, you deserve it, and you've waited a long time for this. I met Miles last year at a signing day just like this. We had a cheerleader that signed last year with Tennessee Tech. And I remember Miles walking up to me and saying, "This will be me next year." And from that moment on, you made the decision, and then you got to work, staying late, extra reps, weekends, extra workouts, training on his own. He just never let up. Miles made our team last spring and didn't slow down for a second. When he started talking about his future, I challenged him to not settle, not to aim for a team that was just as good as he was, but to chase a program that would push him, grow him, and make him better every single time he stepped on the mat. And he did exactly that. We set our sights high, big Division 1A programs. When we went to the University of Kentucky clinic in the winter, just hoping to get an invite for tryouts, I watched Miles step on the floor with a program that had won nationals 24 times, and he held his own. That's when I knew Division 1A offers were coming your way. After we posted from the clinic, Western Kentucky University started taking a really liking to him. They invited him to practice in the clinics, and just like any top program, they didn't want to wait. They wanted to make their move. The day they offered, I got the call I've been waiting for. Miles told me he was going to sign with WKU, and I couldn't have been more proud. Miles, your hard work, your determination, and your respect that you show your coaches, your teammates, your teachers, and your administrators all speak volumes about who you are and how much you deserve this money. Never stop chasing what feels so far away. You are living proof that when you commit to something and put it to work, incredible things happen. Cheerleading is going to take you to amazing places, but it's your character, your respect, and your drive that will take you even further in life. I've seen you face challenges, push through, and rise above in a way that very few people would. You desire to be the best version of yourself, and that's something special. Miles, I've told you this 1,000 times. Cougar Nation is so proud of you.
All right, friends and family of Miles, they'd like to get in for a picture. Now's the time.
Hi, how are you? Oh, thanks for the support. How you could have. He's got a poster.
Oh, I don't know if we need the button. There you go.
Up next, Kaleo Kerr. Kaleo scores football. Kaleo will be attending Tufts University where he will be majoring in mechanical engineering. Kaleo's speaker this afternoon is Coach Rasher.
Great song.
Alright, I'll keep pretty quick. The biggest thing for me, obviously, if you can't tell, Kaleo plays offensive line. I coach offensive line. In order to play that position, you have to have a certain temperament. You have to be able to, what do I always say, right? Yeah, none of the credit when things go right and all the blame when things go bad. You have to have a certain temperament in order to play offensive line and not always be getting that praise. Something that kind of just I think about all the time with Kaleo is how much work you put in outside of just practice, right? As coaches, we always ask our athletes to try to spend time doing stuff, watching film on their own time, and stuff where I can remember back in the season, Kaleo texted me, hey, you see this front that they run this blitz, and I think that right there just kind of personifies who he is as a person. He's all in. Overall, though, it was a great year for him individually with all his personal accolades, making all region, making all state. It was an absolute honor getting to know him, getting to coach him. Super excited to see his journey, not only as a football player, but also as a person as well. So we're proud of him. Excited to see what happens.
All right, friends and family of Kaleo, they'd like to get in on this picture.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hey, scoot over.
Sit down.
I was
Sit down on the ground. Sit on the thing. There you go.
Did you like the cowbell? Yes, I'm like, I should have brought a cowbell. I was like, it's not gonna feel good. And I, of course, I ate all the cookies.
Ciao, Baba.
Next up, Malachi Steele. Also, continue his passion for cutting hair and getting from the barber one day. Malachi's speaker this afternoon is Coach Bird.
First of all, let me just say thank you to Malachi for asking me to do this. Extremely honored. And it shows me, more importantly than anything, first of all, I guess, let me read off some of Malachi's accomplishments. Let's maintain it. So just this past season, 1,580 receiving yards, which was good enough for second in the state, 33rd in the nation. Not just receiving yards, though, not just receiving yards. 185 rushing yards, 580 kickoff return yards, 180 punt return yards, 2,458 total yards. And not to mention, 1-for-1 passing, 4 yards and a touchdown. So a little bit of everything. Also a 3-sport athlete, led in basketball and track as well. Competed at the state meet for the 4x1. Obviously, a little bit of everything, right? Can do it all. Not to mention 3.4 GPA.
Hey, I guess 3.3. And I had 3.3, but
So, all that to say, it's obvious he's an amazing athlete. He's an even better person. Everybody who knows him will be able to tell as soon as you meet him, he's a super positive guy. Never meets a stranger. Doesn't matter what the weather is, doesn't matter what's been going on in his life. Every time I see him, he's got a smile on his face and he's happy to see you. I think it's one of the traits that's going to take him farther in life than anything else. An optimistic view and just being an overall positive person. He's been successful at everything. He's going to continue to be successful. MTSU has no idea how lucky they are to be able to have gotten him because the dude can flat out ball. So, in just a second, too, I'll tell one real quick story and I'll be done. Hello. I'll never forget the first time I met him. I met his dad a couple of days before, and what a tremendous athlete, CHS Hall of Famer, professional football player, all that good stuff. And yeah, his son's a football player too. All right, great. Can't wait to meet him. He walks in as a freshman, 4 foot nothing pounds. I was like, wow, man, is this kid gonna be able to play football? Obviously, the answer is yes. Again, everybody in this room who got a chance to meet him was lucky to do so. We wish him the best. Can't wait to go watch him play on Saturdays.
Thank you, Coach. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually gonna put mine up. Ain't tripping.
All right, friends and family of Malachi, now let's give it some
Nobody likes you, Nobody likes you.
I can't see.
Well, they can see you.
Wait, Miss Barney! Miss Barney! Miss Barney, what are you doing? Yeah! Yo, Barney! Say our first stat in school. Hurry up, Pops! Come on!
Sanders got a humanized speech.
Try to say Seaside Savage. I mean, hey man, you put some urgency. Yeah, man, come on, man. My GPA, yeah, you get boss right there. Thank you. Hey.
Hey, man. I was coming, but I'm going to have to get mad after.
All right, sticking with football. Next up, Wells Stanley. Wells will be attending Arkansas State University in the fall. We're here to major in sports management. The speakers for Wells this afternoon are Coach Taylor Parks and Jeremy Williams.
All right, here we go. So please understand this, and I want to congratulate all of you up here, and I want you athletes to understand this in the stands. Less than 2% of high school athletes move on to play in college. Less than 2% of all the athletes across the country move on to play college sports. All of you are doing great things. Congratulations to all of you. Wells is everything you wanted a kicker. He was our all-state, all-region kicker, and put us in situations to win games all year long. He showed up every day, he worked hard. His character is that. He's going to show up every day, he's going to work hard, and he's going to get the job done. Wells has done great things. As a former college coach, to get a kicker scholarship as a kicker, it doesn't happen unless you're special. And we all know that this young man is special. He's done great things here at Centennial, and he's going to do great things in the future because he's a great person. Congratulations.
Well, I asked you earlier how wide is a football field, and you said
53.6 yards.
Here's why I know that. When I think of Wells, the words that came to me were one, unstoppable, consistent, dependable, and hardworking. And if you went out there, those 53.6 yards, he knows it better than anybody because he did likely a million drops back and forth. Like, Wells' attention to detail is what made him so valuable to our team. The kickers weren't down there huddling up. The kickers were working extremely hard, and you set the bar on all of them. Wells came in, he weighed 160 pounds as a freshman. He weighed 195 today. Wells, your ability to be consistent on the field, off the field, I know you used to write Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Here's what I know, is you, in the words of Noah Klein, you're going to go far. And they are so lucky to have you. To have somebody like you in that position is absolutely incredible. So I know that who you are as a person and your work ethic are going to help change Arkansas State. So great job and congratulations, guys.
All right, friends and family of Wells, I want to get in this picture.
Hey, Kobe, get that, brother. Get off my. Hey, Barrett. High tight, tell him, high tight. Miss Becky. Where Miss Becky at? Miss Becky in here? Miss Becky. There you go.
Oh, they're good. Are they good?
Grandpa.
Dad, get a picture. Yeah. Grandpa said he's getting his own.
No. Grandpa got that device on him.
He just took a selfie.
No, we got that device on him. Go, Wells, let's go.
All right, staying with football, next up, Blaine Johnson. In the fall for UT Martin, we're in the majoring in business. Speaking on Blaine for half this afternoon is Coach Curtis Steele.
First off, I would like to say congratulations to all the signees. You guys, it's an amazing accomplishment that you guys are experiencing, and I want to tip my hat off to you guys for being able to go to the next level and further your education and also have a chance to play your sport that you're good at. Mr. Blaine Johnson himself. Blaine first came in, and he first started off playing the position as linebacker / tight end. First 2 years at Centennial High School, but then going into his junior year, he fell in love and found a passion of becoming a long snapper. And a long snapper is an underrated position, though. I mean, I know the kickers, Wells, you got a lot of pressure, but my man Blaine, he's the first one to touch that ball to get that ball straight to you. So, with that being said, he got to be accurate, he got to be precise, and he got to get that ball back there with speed. And in that short amount of time, he has to be pretty accurate with that. And this year, he was consistent with only one missed snap, and that was in playoffs. So imagine that. That's one time out of 2 years that this guy had one bad snap. I just like saying Mitch having one interception all year. It's equivalent to that. So Blaine is is really good at his position. But outside of that, Wayne is just a good dude overall. I mean, this year he displayed hard work, dedication. He was always showing up at workouts. Him and Wells and Miller, always practicing. I mean, I see this guy, dude, I don't know, I can't even count how many snaps. And how many times I look back and like, Blaine, Wells, keep the balls off the field. He's like, it's not my fault, it's Wells' fault. But just to say all that, man, is that we have grown in our relationship, and I've seen also Blaine just grow as a man in general. And due to his hard work and dedication, it shows in his field because he had one mistake all year. And that speaks volumes about you, Blaine. Not only here at Centennial, we just put in that work, but also outside, with Bryce, also with Matt over to stay ready. I just see you always put in that work, and now it's starting to pay off. And so, as you continue, just as you go into UT party to become a Skyhawk, just want to say, man, that you just remember everything that you endured through this process, and just know that CHS, the coaching staff here, we're really grateful for everything that you did for this program. And we wish you nothing but success at the next level. Keep working hard, keep going first, and most importantly, don't forget to ball.
All right, friends and family of Blaine that want in on this photo.
Kelvin, get the back. Hey, Landon, hey. Whoa. That you looked at
All on three. 1, 2, 3, whoa.
And now, staying with football. Next up, Saxon Wade. Saxon will be attending Mount St. Joseph University in Cincinnati, Ohio. We will focus on business and sports management while continuing to pursue his calling for ministry during and after college. Saxon's speaker this afternoon is TJ Leach and Jeremy Williams. Saxon Learning, everybody.
Take a picture. You do the right one.
All right, first off, thank you to the parents for trusting the process and allowing me to be part of this journey. Yeah. Saxton on the football field has been, everybody knows him as a football player, but he's so, the devil, he'll work with you. The most important thing about Saxton is what he shows off the field. Saxton texted me and was like, would you speak for me? And I panicked. I talked to my wife. I was like, I don't know what to say. My wife was like, this is not about you. This is about Saxton. And every conversation you've had with Saxton, you've always spoke from the heart. The type of person Saxton is off the field, the willingness to be great, the passion he has behind every prayer. He's been injured thousands of times, people, and he could have quit, but he stayed. He showed up to every practice. He showed up to every practice and turned into a coach and a mentor. When the kids struggled, he gave them advice. And when the kid succeeded, he celebrated with him. I didn't teach you that. I didn't coach you that. And that's why I'm here today. Not as a coach. I love you as an individual. And I'm glad to share this moment with you. You deserve it. I love you.
Appreciate you, man. Love you, man.
Thanks, Coach TJ. Again, we are proud. Every one of you folks up here, you've gone through great adversity. In particular, our football team, to see this many signees on a team that had 4 coaches in 4 years. And the way our coaching staff rallied this year was unbelievable. Can we just give our coaching staff a round of applause, please? And it's actually, when you think of you, we do think perseverance. I don't know how many times the game was stopped and said, who's down? It's Saxon. What is it? It's his shoulder. What is it this time? His other shoulder. Literally, my nickname for you was Robo Saxon by the time that you were done. But what you were willing to go through for the sake of something greater. A love in your faith, a love for the guys that you were playing with, made me think of James and our whole team this year, but you led the way. Consider it your joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, the testing of your faith develops perseverance that will make you mature and complete. And Saxon, you're elite. When we lost you at Page, we didn't just lose a great player, we lost a great leader. And the reason you're a great leader is because your inner life and your outer life match up really, really well. And when who you are on the inside, off the field, and who you are on the football field come together, it amplifies leadership. And I know you're going to take that wherever you go. Leadership isn't a sports thing, it's a life thing. And so I know all the folks up here are unbelievable leaders. What we've seen in you in my house every Monday, all the one-on-ones we've had, the best is yet to come. And I know you got tattooed on your arm, says Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to give you hope in the future, to prosper and not to harm you. Mount St. Joe is lucky to get you. And my friend, we love you, and the best is yet to come. Give it up for Saxon.
You know what time it is. Friends and family of Saxon, make your way.
Oh, I'm I almost forgot about this part. I almost forgot about this part.
Wait. Grandparents.
Oh, Granny.
Don't hurt them.
That's the MSJ thing, folks. That's the folks.
Can you hold them up? Thank you, Jen.
Chill.
Oh. Okay.
Folk. Appreciate it.
And now, last but not least, Mitchell Gray. Mitchell will be playing football at Arkansas Tech in the fall, studying for a degree in finance. Mitchell's speaker this afternoon is Coach Ontario Hardesty.
Testing. I like that song you came on with. First of all, congrats to everyone up here, man. It's just the start of your journey. It's just the start. So just make sure this is another chapter in your book. It's just the start of something special. So make sure the accolades you done here, this was great. But make sure once we get to college, it's a new chapter, a new test for us, a new thing that we're going through our life. So just make sure, take those things that we learned here and make sure we use those to persevere through. And I bring that to say Mitch. All right, so a lot of y'all know Mitch came through this year and he had 3,000 yards passing, 800 yards rushing, 35 touchdowns, maybe 10 more to God. All those been stat-wise. But, you know, this was Mitch's first year here. You know, he had to come ingratiate himself throughout the summer with a whole new group of guys, a whole new team, and become a leader just that fast. So that's something you can take with you to college. All right, the way that he showed a commitment and leadership towards our team, and he became, you know, one of the most accountable guys on the team. And, you know, I think the guys can see that. And I think they looked at him as a leader. But, you know, being a leader and looked at that way, that takes a lot of sacrifice. You got to show those guys. You got to continue to do that every day. And I think that's one of the biggest things about Mitch. Whenever I came out to practice, whether it was Sunday or whether it was Thursday for our warm-up, I would see Mitch over there with his. He's gonna make sure that he goes through his whole routine to make himself right, to get himself right to play. And that's just those small details. You know, if we're playing a game, on Sunday he's already texting me, asking me about the game plan. You know, it's always cool with him shooting me texts, telling me what he sees on the defense and how we're gonna attack the defense and so on and so forth. So, you know, this is my quarterback, man. This is my quarterback. I don't know if y'all know that that's T.O. back in the day, talking about Romo, but to me, I got that bond with him because this is my first year being an OC. It's really my first quarterback, you know, and then just to see him take my coaching, and you know, there were other coaches that helped this guy develop, and he helped his own development as well. But just to see him take my coaching, and then I learned a lot from you as well, man, is how you play, how you present the game, and just how your mind works. So you're going to continue to go and be successful, man. Thank you for letting me be the guy out here to speak for you. But just understand, I thought it was so great how he came in as a leader, a new group of guys, and showed himself to be a leader and to be that guy as a QB. So you're about to do that same thing now, man. You're about to go in as an underdog, you have to ingratiate yourself with a new team and show those guys what you got, man. Handle your business.
All right, friends and family, and Mitchell, welcome on down.
I got both my quarterbacks on, y'all.
The goat.
Cougar Nation, that concludes our signing for this afternoon. We appreciate everybody coming out. One more round of applause for all of our student athletes. Best wishes to all of them as they transition into college in the fall. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.